Hi everybody. So we're going to start with washing our hands. So firstly, you have to roll up your sleeves so you don't get your sleeves wet because that's not very comfortable to walk around with your sleeves wet. And then you turn on the right tap, the right handle of your tap. That's the cold. Never touch the left one, that's hot. So we'll turn on the cold water and then you wet your hands in the water. After you get your hands wet, you get some soap. So today we're going to use two different kinds of soap. I'm going to turn this off while I'm talking. Today, because we want to save water, we don't want to waste it. So today we're going to start with this soap. This is a bubbly sudsy soap. It comes out of the bottle bubbly. So what you do is you spread it around all over your hands. The back of both of your hands, the wrist, the back of your wrist, the front of your wrist, both hands, and then the front of both your hands and the wrists. Okay? After you get the suds everywhere, then you make sure that you wash in between your fingers. You can do like an octopus, and you can make an octopus with your fingers, and you can wash and rub it up and down, and then you can use your fingers. Don't be afraid to bend your fingers and go around each finger. And you can go around, up and down, in and out, and make sure every single finger gets washed. You don't want to leave them out. They all want attention. And then you can do the front, do all over the front, even inside your palm. You can give it a little scratch or a little tickle like this, just to make sure you get in there really well. And then you can do the back. Don't forget to bend your fingers. You can bend your fingers and rub it with your fingers all over. Just play with your soap on your hands and get everywhere. And then even your fingernails. You can do your fingernails because a lot of germs get inside your fingernails too. Then when you feel like you've done it all over, don't forget to sing a song. You can sing whatever song you want. I like to sing, "This is the way we wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands. This is the way we wash our hands so we don't have germs. And this way, we know we wash them long enough." Then you can turn your tap back on. It's okay if you do it with a little bit of bubbles on your hands. And then you rinse them off. Now, when you rinse your hands, don't do just a little tickle like this. Tickle, tickle. No, that doesn't get all the germs off. You have to make sure you scrub everywhere that you put the bubbles. Scrub it with your hands and get all your bubbles off. And then you can turn your tap off. Give your hands a little shake, not all over like this. Oh no, because look, now that just made a great big mess. We don't need to do this. Just give a little tiny shake and then you can dry your hands. Don't forget to dry your wrists because when you pull your sleeves down, you don't want your wrists to be wet still. So don't forget to dry your wrists and all of your hands. And then pull your sleeves down. And that is the way we wash our hands. Okay, so now we're going to use this other soap, and it doesn't come out bubbly, it comes out clear. You don't need too much, just one squirt, not 5, just one squirt. And then, don't forget to wet your hands, then get one squirt of your soap, and then you can do the same as what we did with the other soap. But see, this one doesn't start out bubbly. So we'll turn off the tap to save the water. And then we'll because we want to take our time. We don't want to rush. So we're going to make this soap bubbly. It's kind of like magic. Watch this. The more you scrub, you go fast. Really, 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 really fast. In circles. Up and down. In circles. Really fast. And then you can see that my hands are now white. These are small little tiny bubbles on my hands. So I have my soap all mixed up. So now that I have all of this white soap all over my hands, I'm going to give them a good wash. Okay? So we're going to start with the back of one hand. See how I'm bending my fingers around my hand, giving it a good scrub. I'm not just keeping my fingers straight and going like this, because that's not really getting all of my hands. Okay? But if you wrap your fingers around your hands and kind of move in circles if you want, or up and down. Do your wrists. Don't forget those wrists. And your thumbs. And oh yes, and we're going to sing a song while we do our fingers, just like last time. Let's sing Happy Birthday. Ready? Happy birthday to you. See, I'm doing each finger. Happy birthday back to you. Each finger. Happy birthday, dear Jen. What? It's not my birthday? Happy birthday to you. And then one last little scrub in the middle. And that's pretty good. That's a pretty good hand washing right there, okay? If you want to add a little extra, don't forget those fingernails. Lots of germs can hide inside of your fingernails. Inside here and inside here. That's why we're not supposed to put our hands in our mouth. Okay, so after we're done washing, see all those bubbles I made with that clear soap? Now we can rinse them off. So don't forget, only the right one, never the left. This one is hot. Only the right one. This is cold. Okay, and then you scrub your hands in the water again to get all those bubbles off. You can use your thumb to give it a little scrub like this. Okay, or you can use all of your fingertips and you do your wrists and all over and get all those bubbles off. Remember, no tickle. That's not going to do anything. You do all over with all of your hands and your fingers. And then you can turn the water off and dry your hands. Now, one more soap I have is a bar of soap. I have this cute little owl bar of soap that my niece made for me. And we're going to use him. He's an owl. We're going to use this bar of soap, but you might just have any bar of soap. Like it could be a blue soap, a pink soap. It could be different shapes. It could be a square. It could be an oval or a circle. There's so many different kinds of soap. But today we're going to use my owl soap. So remember, first we're going to turn on the right tap. Not the hot one, which is the left. Just the cold. We're going to wet our hands and then turn the tap off to save water. Okay, then we're going to grab our bar of soap. Actually, we should wet our soap too. Well, at least mine. It's brand new and it's dry. So I wet the soap as well as my hands. Okay, then turn the water off. And then you scrub. Look at this. It's almost like I'm giving the owl a bath. I'm scrubbing Mr. Owl. See? I'm scrubbing him with my... Whoops. Oh, no. He slipped out of my hands. What a crazy owl. Oh, Mr. Owl, stay in my hands. All right, so I picked up some of the bubbles from my last hand washing. So I'm just going to rinse that out. Okay, so here we go. So we're scrubbing Mr. Owl and he's making bubbles for us. See that? The more you scrub Owl or your bar of soap, the more bubbles you will get. Okay, then you can put your soap down and you have a lot of bubbles on your hands. So again, the same thing as the last two times. You scrub the front, you scrub the back and your wrists. Okay, there you go. Using all of your hands, use your fingers, and you squish your hands with your other hand. Squish it and clean it and rub it, okay? All over, circles, up and down, okay? And then you can focus on your fingers after each finger and a thumb. And then you can give a little scratch or tickle inside of your palms, just to be sure, because they kind of go in, they sink in a little bit. We want to make sure we get right in there. Okay, everybody's got some lines on their hands. We want to make sure we get all the germs out of there. And we can sing another song. How about we sing the alphabet song? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know how to wash my hands so I don't make anybody sick. And then you can rinse. Remember, just the cold on the right side, not the other one. And you scrub your hands when you rinse in the water. Scrub all those bubbles off because there's germs in those bubbles now. So you want to scrub all of those bubbles off your hands. There we go. Remember, no tickles. Don't just do this. That's not gonna scrub all the bubbles off. You have to do this, okay? And then turn your tap off and dry your hands. Don't forget to pull your sleeves down. Thank you for keeping everybody healthy and not getting sick. Bye, guys.